Hey guys, this is Chris Doddridge. My wife is Ashley Doddridge, and she is an executive director with Color Street. So I've been asked to kind of come in front of the camera here to give my perspective of Color Street and kind of the husband's perspective in case anyone out there is a little bit hesitant about joining. So what I wanted to talk about today was really, my perspective of when Ashley first came to me with this idea to join Color Street and, my thoughts on that and how things have changed really in the past, almost year and a half now. One thing I will say from a husband's perspective is, just in terms of some objections that might be out there or some reservations that you might have. The first thing that comes to mind with a direct sales company like Color Street, when I wasn't familiar with it, the first thing that came to mind was like, is this a scam? So are we going to have to invest like all this different money? Yeah, you have the upfront cost of your kid or whatever that's going to be. Along the lines, or down the line, are you gonna have to invest a lot more money in training or product or anything like that? So when Ashley came to me and said, this kit's gonna be $129 to join, I had a little bit of hesitation as to, okay, yeah, that might be the upfront cost, but what's gonna be the long-term cost? So I actually started doing my own research into Color Street, a little bit more about the company, where it started, and just some honest reviews out there that I found. And the things that I found out was that $129 was really the only upfront cost, other than the website dues that are basically run your customer information and ordering over the course of the year, and that's like $10. So other than that, they don't charge for training. You don't have to buy additional product or anything like that if you don't want to. So really, once I did my research, I was like, okay, $129, it comes with everything you need. It comes with all these different sets. At a minimum, she loved these nails as a customer. So I was like, if she doesn't sell anything or this doesn't work out, she can just use those for herself over the course of the next, couple months. So, because she was buying them already. So that, research kind of got me into being comfortable with her joining and making that investment. The second thing that came to mind was just direct sales overall. I mean, I think as a couple, Ashley and I had never even bought anything from a direct sales company ever. And I think the reasoning for that is we tend to be pretty frugal. So when you look at some of these companies out there, whether it's skincare, whether it's, health products or anything like that, they're like 50, 60, upwards of $100. So anytime, we talked about buying something or she would come to me with something, I would be like, that is insanely expensive. So with this being a product that's $11 to $15 per nail set, that was the one thing that came to mind, because I'm like, okay, well, if you're selling those companies where the products are $100 a piece, I can get how you can make monthly income on this. But, how are you going to make money selling $11 to $15 nail sets? So that was one thing that really shocked me, and it makes sense, looking back at it, as that this is a consumable product, and the fact that they last up to 2 weeks. Girls all over the country love them. They love the refresh styles that they do every single, holiday season, or summer, spring, fall, winter, what have you. They're always changing their styles, and people buy them like crazy. So at first I was like, okay, how are you gonna make all this money, if they're $11 a piece? That completely, my mind frame on that completely changed, because after the first month, she started making some real commissions, and started impacting our lives on a day-to-day basis. So that is something that brings me to my third point, is really like how my perspective of Color Street has changed in this. So even though I was a little hesitant when Ashley came to me with, this opportunity to join, now I see this as the smartest thing she has ever done as a couple outside of marrying myself. But in terms of just the last year, what it's done for our family and what it's done for our financial future, from the get-go, she dove head in on it, or head first on it. When she first started, I was like, yeah, you do your kind of nail thing on the side. It's going to help us make a few more $100 a month to help with, our pets' medications or our kids going to daycare or something like that. Some of those expenses that we had kind of come up in the last year or so. But at this point, to what her business has grown to, now I am, invested in this as well because I want to see how far we can take this. So, I'm helping out as much as possible in terms of, how can we help with branding or marketing or, expanding, business and growing this in terms of, the income that she can really generate on this. So, it's been the most amazing opportunity for us as a family financially. I think it's been an amazing opportunity for Ashley to not only grow as a person, but grow her friendship with other women across the country in terms of sharing this product with them from a customer perspective, and then also mentoring them as their upline. So I think it's a tremendous opportunity just from the husband's perspective. There may be some hesitations at first. I can definitely tell you it is not a scam. Our income has increased, not tenfold, but very much so from taking on this opportunity. So highly recommend it, and thanks for your time.